Alright, so during the holiday season, I tend to get invited to a lot of events, a lot of fragrance events, and there's people from all walks of life, all different parts of the country that go to some of these events because they want to either smell the fragrances, meet the brand owners, maybe they're influencers themselves. But one of the things that tends to happen in conversation is people start recommending me joints. Yo, have you smelled this one? Yo, check out this one. And last week was kind of like the week for events, including 𝗙𝗪𝗡, the Elemental, so on and so forth. Now, I had a couple of fragrances in abundance that were all located at 𝗙𝗪𝗡 that a bunch of random people that I've never met were coming up to me and be like, yo, did you smell this one? Did you smell that one? So I compiled a very small list of fragrances, and the fragrance I'm going to be talking about today was one that was mentioned to me on numerous occasions, and that's by Day 3 Fragrances. And I believe it's called Aylan or Aylan, which is Day 3 Fragrances 𝗙𝗪𝗡 exclusive. Now, the only thing I know about this particular fragrance that was sent over to me is that it's a vanilla-based fragrance. I am a vanilla fan, and there is a wild influx of vanilla fragrances lately, so I hope that there isn't a wild level of redundancy here, which could potentially happen because a lot of vanillas do tend to kind of intertwine and mix together. But let's see how this differentiates from everything else and see if the audience was right about this hype. Let's roll map music so we can check out Day 3 Fragrances Vanilla Bomb, Aylan or Aylan. I think it's Aylan.
We're all alone in the middle of the friends from the south side. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Listen, more to my beautiful peoples, you know who it is. It's your boy, 𝗙𝗪𝗡. Shout out to Day 3 for sending me this joint. And yeah, I'm going to give my honest interpretations. Honestly, the brand Day 3, I've had a great experience with the 4 or 5 fragrances that I have. They've all been beautifully unique, very sexy, Latin inspired. There's something very beautifully story-told type scent profiles that are in the fragrances, at least the ones that I have smelled. And there's gems in there. There's like absolute bangers. There's a lot of energy and beautiful vibes in those scents. So I'm hoping that this Vanilla Bomb has that same type of energy. We're gonna be unboxing it together. Oh shit, almost dropped it. Pretty presentation. Oh, it's got the note breakdown in here. Beautiful. Oh, there's a little excerpt here. So let me read that out. So I named this after my dog. That's sweet. As a pops, I like that. That's very sweet. This fragrance is an especially personal release from perfumer Michael Paul. Aylan or Aylan is a vanilla offering with depth, complexity, and elegance. Top notes, elemi and orange blossom. And in the heart, we got Bulgarian rose, cashmere, and saffron. And in the base, vanilla, oud, and musk. Okay, so I didn't bring any test strip. Again, this was signed in the back. Beautiful presentation. He named it after his daughter, so I mean, that tugs at the strings, especially during the holiday season. But even if you named it after your daughter, I still gotta keep it 1,000, bro. I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But let's see what's up. Here's the atomizer, very good distribution. Let me get this out. All right, let's just get into the smelling before I talk shit. Here we go. Whoa. Okay, so we're getting a vanilla woolish type scent profile. There's a latte-ish slash baby cat kind of energy out of this scent profile. So if you take kind of vanilla baby cat elements and add like what seems to be like un café con leche, like a latte kind of essence, that's kind of what I'm picking up from this fragrance. But there's also like a heavy wool, comforting, soft element to it. I just gave it a couple of minutes for it to actually formulate on the skin. Ooh, we're getting a lot of oudy essences from this fragrance coming up. It's not fecal or animalic, but oud sometimes in this format kind of smells a little bit rubbery, so to speak. There's something very interesting and intriguing about this fragrance. I know it's a vanilla-based fragrance, but there is a little bit of a coffee-style element from this scent profile. So it's a latte vanilla kind of fragrance with a warm, woolish kind of scent profile and musky tones. It's intimate, it's warm, it's inviting, it's sexy. It's kind of uncomplicatedly complicated. It's kind of like a woman. I know it's named after the, I'm not disrespecting, I'm just saying. It's an emotional idiot of fragrances. What I mean by that is it's trying to be a vanilla forward fragrance, and it is. However, there's like a coffee essence in that subliminal background. Then you get in the oud starting to pick up. So there's nothing linear about this scent at all. And then you get this thick, musky, woolish kind of energy out of this scent. One of the things I can tell you, there's also a soapy nature. Where the fuck did that come from? I just can't get this shit. It's all over the place, but in a beautiful, soft, inviting, warm way. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's groundbreaking and completely innovative, but there's changes going on consistently with this shit, and I'm on mid to almost full dry down, and it's still evolving differently off of the skin. What I can say is there's a very addictive nature about this scent. Like, there's something about it that keeps bringing me back. It could be the fact that I'm finding different shit every time I'm smelling it. That could absolutely be the case, but I'm just like, The fuck is going on here? It's changing again. Let me let it fully dry down. Be right back.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm back. Full dry down. There should be no additional changes on this scent. I just had to do it. I rarely do like the full dry down and let it sit on my skin as long as I do, especially for content purposes, which I should, but there was just too much going on. It changed every couple of seconds. It was insane. All right, so I'm still sticking with vanillic forward, baby cat-ish, doesn't smell one-to-one. I'm just using that as a comparison. Baby cat-ish with a café con leche, latte-ish kind of vibe. Granular, smooth, creamy, coffee. There's some light peppery nuances from this fragrance. There's a little bit of a ginger airiness, and you can also pinpoint the oud in this scent. It's not a boring fragrance. It's not super complicated. It's intimate, it's seductive, and that's weird to say about a fragrance that he's naming after his kid, so all due respect. But there's definitely something that allures me to the scent profile that becomes very interesting and does, although using Baby Cat as kind of like a launching pad to give you an idea of vanilla, it does separate itself from any other. I'm trying to think, like I'm looking at the stash in the background, if any other vanilla kind of sparks to this same energy. And I can't say that it does because the oud in here offsets it just enough. That coffee-ish element, at least that latte style that I'm picking up, kind of offsets that too. It's kind of like he took vanilla mixed with like una tacita de café and kind of just meshed those two together to make kind of a hybrid. Threw a couple of splashes of oud in there and then is hugging this motherfucker with a warm cashmere blanket. So pretty, so soft, so unique, and extraordinarily unisex. So have you smelled day 3 fragrances, in particular Aylan or Aylan? Do you think it's sexy? Do you feel redundancy level here? And if you do, to what fragrance? Because I can't think of one. As I mentioned in the beginning, I know vanilla can kind of blur the lines in between different fragrances and it'd be like, oh, it smells like A, B, C, D, but that's not the case when you smelled so many vanillas. It's fucking interesting though. Changes like a motherfucker. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what fragrance you smelled recently that blew your nuts off, or what have you heard massive amount of hype on that you want to get your nose on. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, motor roller, star tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.